Donald Trump admitted to a reporter this week that he is, in fact, attempting to rig the 2016 midterm elections and, by extension, every other election after that. He openly said it. He wasn't trying to hide it. He wasn't playing coy. He literally gave up his plan to rig the next few election cycles. And he's going to do that by having states redraw their districts, effectively gerrymander yourself, so that Democrats cannot win. Here is what Trump said. Reporter asked him, which states beside Texas would you like Republicans to redraw the congressional line? And Trump responded by saying, well, there's about 4 of them. I'll let you figure that one out, but we have about 4 of them. In 3 cases, it's 1, and in 1 case, it's 2 or 3, and Texas would be 5. Okay, those are numbers. I mean, I'll get to the severity of this in a second, but let me take a moment to reread you what this mentally ill president just said. In 3 cases, it's 1. In 1 case, it's 2 or 3. And Texas is 5. Texas would be 5. So 1 case, it's what? Those are words and numbers, but holy hell, they don't go together in any context that we were speaking here. Like, none of that makes any sense because we have a mentally decrepit person serving as president of the United States. Like, that is a whole subplot of this, right? Like, yes, he's trying to rig the elections and he's open about it, but he's also suffering from dementia. Like, his statement kind of proves that. So, maybe also focus on the dementia part of it, because we have a man with serious neurological conditions admitting that he is going to steal the elections. But the reporter followed up, I think probably because they were confused as well, asking, quote, are you concerned that California will turn around and do the same thing? And then Trump said, well, we'll fight them. They're so corrupt in California, you never know what's going to happen. But we've done pretty well in the courts in California, as you see. We're battling about 1,000 ultimately. We start off a little slow and then we get a lot of hits. I don't even know what that means, but in terms of court victories, no, you're not racking those up, and you're sure as hell not doing it in California. But what I love about this is just the sheer hypocrisy that Donald Trump and, of course, his Republican Party can't even see. He literally admitted on Truth Social, by the way, on Tuesday, that he called Texas and told them, redraw your lines so Democrats can't win. He admitted that. He put it on Truth Social that he did that. And then Gavin Newsom, of course, was like, hey, maybe we'll do the same thing. And that's what sparked the follow-up question there. And Trump's like, well, if you do it, it's illegal. But if I, the president of the United States, interfere with these states and force them to do something illegal, then it's legal. But if blue states do it, it's illegal. That is I cannot give you a better definition of hypocrisy. Like, yes, I'm directing states to do this. Well, what if a blue state does it? Well, then that's illegal. No, gerrymandering is always something that can be brought to court. It is genuinely not allowed. The only way states get away with it is when the party that does the gerrymandering is also the party that controls the court system. And yes, over the years, we have seen Democratic states do it too. But that's been so long that it's, relegated to the appendixes of history books. Republicans are the ones doing it now. And thanks to Trump, they're doing it out in the open. Why? Because Trump feels invincible. Republicans feel invincible, because they obviously haven't looked at their poll numbers. And maybe they have. Maybe that's why they know they have to do it. But they can do it in the open because they are invincible. Because they are emboldened, they are empowered, nobody can stand in our way. We're above the law. The Supreme Court told us that last summer. We can do whatever the hell we want, and you folk are powerless to stop us. This is Saturday morning cartoon villain crap we're dealing with now. So here's where we stand, by the way, on the 2026 midterm elections. Trump is saying we're going to rig it in favor of the Republicans. Trump also came out 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, and said, I alone, quote, hold all the levers to overturn election results. And then a few days prior to that, I think about a week before that, that's when Miami, the Republicans who control Miami, canceled their 2025 elections and said, we'll probably do them next year, I guess. So there is now a pattern. There is now a blueprint. There is a playbook. They are doing this. This is not fear-mongering. This is not hypothetical. This is not people overreacting. This is a Republican Party actively attempting to undo election results like Trump wants to with New York, canceling elections, like they are in Florida, and then rigging 5 other states, as Trump says, because it's not illegal when they do it. If you've ever wondered how scammers get your phone number or why your inbox is flooded with spam, this is why. There are companies called data brokers that sell your data. They do it without your consent, and they make billions of dollars selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And while they're legally required to remove your info if you ask, they make the process confusing and hard on purpose. That is why I recommend today's video sponsor, Aura, to my family and friends. They take care of the hard part, automatically removing your info from these sites and keeping it off. Aura is all-in-one digital security. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking the front door but leaving the back door open. Aura gives you alerts if your personal info is found anywhere on the dark web. They have real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure. They also offer a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and so much more. They have US-based support available around the clock if anything at all goes wrong. And if anything does happen, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. And they have US fraud experts ready to help 24/7. It's one app with every layer of protection. I don't want to leave myself vulnerable online, and you shouldn't either, and that's why I personally use Aura. And you can try it for yourself. Go to aura.com/Farron to try 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to start scrubbing your personal info off these data broker sites without you having to lift a finger.